Hi biology students, I want to make a little video to help you with biology work for this week, and it's kind of a hard assignment, so I'm going to show you what it looks like in Schoology here. So it's under week 8. I'm going to do something real quick. And so if you look in the week 8 folder, there are there's Bio 8.1. And there's nothing really to submit for that. It's a little video that I put that kind of connects what we did last week with what we did this week. So you probably watched that already. And now you're working on 8.2 and it says 45 minutes. And that's because it's kind of a long video. So what you're going to do is you're going to open the double helix questions and send them to Notability, which you probably already did. And I'm going to focus, I think, this first video on questions, on question number 1. There's 2 parts to it, and it's basically asking you to answer, why did proteins seem better suited for storing genetic information? And this is back in the 1950s when scientists thought proteins, not DNA, carried genetic information. And then second, Oswald Avery's experiments with bacteria. So what I'm going to do is go to this again and let's find the video. Let's see if we can learn about why DNA and not proteins seem better suited for storing genetic information. And I'm going to fast forward through the first part of the video because you can watch that on your own, and I want to get to the part where they're asking the questions. Or answering the questions, I should say. Let's try.
Named James Watson. He had a crew cut when he first came to Cambridge, and that was very rare in Cambridge. Interested in biology. Crick and Watson connect.
We have different backgrounds, but we had the same interests. We both thought that finding the structure of a gene was the key problem.
The idea of the gene dates back to Gregor Mendel's experiments with pea plants in the 1860s.
Let's start here.
By the 1920s, genes had been convincingly located inside the nucleus of cells and associated with structures called chromosomes. It was also known that chromosomes are made of proteins and a nucleic acid, deoxyribonucleic acid.
All right, so we're getting to the question here. Proteins and deoxyribonucleic acid.
Or DNA. That meant that genes had to be made of either DNA or protein. But which was it? Proteins seemed the better bet. There are lots of different kinds of them, and they do lots of different stuff inside the cell.
Okay, it said proteins seem better suited for 2 reasons. Did you catch them? Let's just go back about 2 seconds here.
Proteins seem the better bet. There are lots of different kinds of them, and they do lots of different stuff inside the cell.
Okay, so there are lots of different kinds of them, and they do lots of different stuff. So I'm writing that down right now on my paper, but you are going to be writing this down on Notability. So I'll show a picture of mine after I get done here. All right, so let's see what she says about DNA.
In contrast, DNA didn't seem very interesting. It's just repeated units of a sugar linked to a phosphate and any of 4 bases.
Okay, so DNA didn't seem very interesting. It was pretty much all the same. So unlike proteins, that there are lots of different kinds, DNA is all the same, or looked pretty close to all the same. All right, so that's question 1. Like I said, I'll post this, but just make some notes about why. And now it says, here's the next question. Oswald Avery's experiments with bacteria led him and other scientists to propose the following claim. DNA, not protein, carries genetic information. Complete the table below to explain how Avery's experiments supported this claim. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and stop this video and do another video just so they don't get too long. So click on video number 2 for the answer to the next one.